What's happening, people? Welcome to another episode of the Everything 9000 podcast.
Another cold episode today.
It's cold today. It is cold in this room. Do you know what's weird? On the drive here, I actually saw a stray dog.
A stray dog?
In West Brom.
No, that can't be possible.
Not in India.
Really? Here?
Yeah. It was like, obviously it's been raining a bit, so it was a bit wet.
Like
all of it's like, it was a brownie black, I'm not good at dogs. It was a brown black dog. But I was like low-key concerned, like what if I was walking?
No, where did you see it?
Literally down the road, on the high street.
Wow, that's really sad. I've never seen a stray dog here, actually.
I thought about you and what you and Ishan would have done in that situation.
I tried to get, take it off the street and try to foster it for some reason.
You would catch rabies off that dog.
No, you wouldn't.
You would.
You wouldn't.
I'm not saying I would or a normal person would, you would. But anyway, let's get into some of the topics for today. We've got a few. You know, there's been a few things that have been happening since we last got in the studio, even though we got in the studio, what was it, about a week and a half ago? Mm-hmm. Sick of seeing your face. What? Wait, hold on. BAFTA.
Oh, all white.
All 49 winners were white. There's a big diversity outcry, you know.
But that always happens. All these award shows, even if you look at you remember the Oscars so white. All of these award shows, man, they don't. I don't want to say they don't learn their lessons, but like it's just like it consistently happens.
In the case of the BAFTAs, they definitely haven't learned their lesson because this happened in 2020, and then Joaquin Phoenix, he actually came out and said, you know,
Joaquin Phoenix.
Let me pull up his exact.
What did you call him?
How'd you say it?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced. Because I know your pronunciation.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
Joaquin as in like whack-a-mole. Joaquin.
No, what did you call him?
Joaquin. That was worse. Wait. Hold on. Phoenix, yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Is it Joaquin?
Yeah, it's
I would not. Is it Joachin? Q.
Yeah.
U-I-N.
Yeah,
not C-H-I-N.
No, Joaquin Phoenix. It's a Latin name.
Why are you trying to add like a bit of an accent to this? Your Spanish is shit. My Spanish is better than yours.
No, it's not even about being Spanish. The guy has nothing to do, like, he's not even Latin. It's Joaquin Phoenix.
But it's a Latin name.
Yeah, it's a Latin name, but it's Joaquin Phoenix.
It's not Joaquin. I think that's a bit wild. I know what I said was a bit weird, yeah, but that's a bit wild.
Are you dumb, bro? Just YouTube it. Like, somebody will literally say Joaquin Phoenix.
We'll find it after. But anyway, what he said, right? He said, I think that we send a very clear message to people of colour that you're not welcome here.
That's true. I mean, if you're going to... Look, it comes down to this, okay, yeah, like, whether there was any worthy performances.
That's what I was thinking. So 40% of nominees were from people of colour.
Really?
So that stat struck to me a bit. But I did initially think, okay...
So almost half were like non-white people, and not a single one of them got an award. Like, not single one of them was worthy of the actual award. That's
at this rate, they might as well just be throwing out a token award, man.
Jeez.
Like, if you got 49, just chuck a couple.
That's mad.
Even as a brown person.
But do you think they realise that?
I expect some token awards sometimes.
No, but do you think they realise that when the members are voting that, okay, this person's white, that person's white, and then, like, do they not look at it as a whole list when they've, like, chosen?
They should.
But then the other thing I would take point with is, like, if you do that and you realise all of them are white, and then you say, okay, in that case, let me just change this to a non-white person, let me change that to a non-white person. So then it comes down to
that's that token awarding.
No, right? But not only just token awarding, but then are you thinking, like, I don't know what the category is, like, how do they mark these people, like, and how do they score them, and, like, how do they pick the winner, right? Obviously there's like more than one person picking them, and then, like, normally with the Oscars, it's the Oscars committees that, like, basically will vote for the best performance within that category, right? And that person becomes the winner. I don't know how it works, but it must work the same, I suppose.
Well, anyway, I thought...
But then, like, so if everybody's voting for them, you got to look at the diversity of the committee picking them and voting for them as well. Like, how diverse is that committee and stuff? And I think if it is pretty diverse, then it could be a coincidence. I don't know if it is a real, actual coincidence, or whether it's like a concerted effort to make sure it's all white.
You wanted to talk about Shamima Begum?
Yeah.
Go on.
Well, like, I know the majority of the country would, like, never let her in, but I've said this before, man, like, it's a bit sad, Pete, because you got to look at it away. Okay, do you want me to explain to you why I should think she should be brought back in and, like, not have a citizenship revoked as it has been.
Okay, go on.
It's quite sad. Firstly, like when you look at it, when she left, she was about 15 years old. This girl in East London, right? She was, by all definitions, trafficked, right? And she was trafficked for the purpose of like sexual exploitation. She was groomed, right? She was a kid, don't mind you. She was a little kid who was groomed, who was like persuaded and groomed to come out into like Syria and stuff. Okay, yeah. There, people are saying, well, look, you know, it was her, she went with a guilty mind and stuff, right? Okay, yeah, it was her choice to go. But then when you look at it, yeah, it was her choice to go. She didn't know, she wasn't forced. But then if you look at the circumstances she went in, she was clearly groomed.
You sympathise with her journey, basically, right?
I would say, yeah, because she was a child when this all happened.
And so you feel that... Okay, so recently what happened was the Specialist Immigration Tribunal.
The SIAC, yeah.
Yeah, they ruled that she shouldn't be allowed back in, basically. Revoke her citizenship.
No, so
that it was lawful.
Yeah, so the citizenship was revoked by Javed Akhtar. No, what's his name? Javed Sajid.
Yeah, Sajid Javed.
Sajid Javed. Yes, the citizenship was revoked by Sajid Javed, but then like the courts have just basically upheld that. But mind you, the courts did say that she was trafficked and everything.
Yeah.
They just said that we can't turn the decision over because that's not within our remit to do so. But then the dangerous precedent that's kind of set as well, like as we spoke about it before in a previous podcast, is like it does create like a two-tier citizenship for like people. Like for example, her family background's from Bangladesh, and the UK is basically just saying, well, she could just apply for Bangladeshi nationality and she won't be stateless in that case.
Right.
So with people who have some sort of like family background, perhaps in like Pakistan, India, or any other country for that matter, their citizenship is much weaker in that sense than a person who's completely from here, for example, whose ancestry lies in England, for example. So there is that racial element as well. And I think we're just cutting off ties and like not dealing with a problem. Shamima Begum is a problem that our society created, and it's the problem that our society should fix.
We've managed to get our hands on one of these.
How much did you pay for that?
No, you know what? I actually got this free.
What do you mean?
I got given it.
By whom?
By someone. We were working somewhere in one of the boys. Yeah, he actually gave this. It was very nice of him. He managed to get it from Morrison's or Sainsbury's for £2.50. So we got it retail price.
It's still £2.50 retail price?
Yeah. Well, I think Sainsbury's is £2.50, but Asda's £2. But, you know, as you know, we've tried the 3 big flavours before, the main flavours, the blue, red and the green. Managed to get our hands on this one. Let's give it a go, man. Get a shake.
What, is it not carbonated?
No, it's still.
I don't want too much.
Okay, go on.
Thank you.
Right.
Cheers. It's not wine. Why are you smelling it?
It smells a bit weird, man.
It's just a normal drink.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's probably one of the better ones.
I don't know what to... You know what? It's got that... Have you ever had that drink Limca? The Indian drink Limca?
It's got a touch of nothing like that.
It's got a touch of that taste.
This is the ice pop flavour, yeah? I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the better one of the 3 that I've tried so far.
Yeah, but then like this has got that Limca touch, you know. Just think about it.
A little bit, okay, I know what you mean.
Right?
But when you're going into it, it's got like a Cal Poly test.
Yeah. But then once it leaves your tongue, it leaves that Limca taste.
What are you rating that out of 10?
6.
6.
Yeah. How about you?
I'll give it.
What is it?
I give it a 7.
Really?
If you think about it, yeah, you know when you get Oasis back in the day?
Yeah.
How sweet was that?
That was super sweet, man.
That was sweet. So this is sweet. Probably not as sweet, but they market themselves as healthy, right?
But do you think this is actually healthy? No, it's not.
It doesn't taste healthy, but I don't know. It's saying it's got all these B vitamins, BCAAs, antioxidants, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man. Well, you know these guys, KSI, Logan Paul, they, in 2021, made revenue of 250 million.
From Prime.
From Prime. Gross profit was 110 million. Obviously, we don't know their net profit, what that would have been, but it would have been substantial, I would have guessed. And in January alone, so last month, they made $45 million in sales.
Right.
That was January alone. So,
but I don't think
this is.
I don't think this is them actually. Like, I don't think all that net profit is going to them. I think this isn't this like aren't they just like brand ambassadors or something?
No, it's theirs.
Is it?
It's theirs. They started this venture.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's created by both of them. They're founders.
Oh shit! So the money is going to them.
Money is going to them.
That's madness.
Money is going to them. That's what I'm saying. But it's all hype.
It is all hype.
It's all hype. But 45 million in sales in January. That's big.
It's huge.
That is big.
It's huge.
How
much does that Coca-Cola and stuff do? Or that Red Bull? Obviously,
obviously they're gone clear. But this is a brand that's just started up.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, I have seen other sort of influencers try and get into the drink game. There was Wes Nelson. It was a guy who was on Love Island about 2-3 years ago.
Right.
And he started a drink. I don't know, maybe there's a space there that people see there's an opportunity there in the business space. And they're trying to take advantage. But obviously these guys are like killing it on a different level.
Because it was like the popularity, wasn't it? It was the rivalry between them and stuff. And
He's released KSI's released a mango flavour exclusive to the UK.
Really?
And I feel like as Indians, we should be trying that.
Yeah. But will it have anything on Rubicon though?
It probably won't, you know. It probably won't. But anyway, staying on the Pauls, Jake Paul fought last night.
Yeah,
I watched it. I watched it.
Like, what do you mean you stayed up to watch it?
I stayed up to watch it.
What time was it on?
It started about 10, finished about 11.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, not like 3 a.m. ones. I would never do that unless it's like a heavyweight boxing championship. Tyson Fury.
You would do it.
Alexander
you would do it
Usyk.
for KSI and Joe Wheeler and that stuff. I saw it this morning that Tommy Fury won. Thank God for that, by the way, man.
And I watched it. He was clearly the better boxer. Yeah. Clearly the better boxer.
Well, obviously.
No, not obviously. See this conception that Jake Paul's just a YouTuber. He's not just a YouTuber because for like 4 years he's been in special camps in like East Asia,
right,
with nutritionists, with some of the best fighters around him, like fighting, not just boxing.
Yeah.
Proper, like he's living the life. And when someone's living that life, you can't question if they're a fighter or not.
He's not a fighter, man.
Amrit.
I saw the bits and bobs.
Even Tommy Fury he's only had 8 professional fights before.
Yeah, Tommy Fury's like
so they're both.
The only reason Tommy Fury is a fighter is because the family he comes from, right? That's literally the only reason.
This is, you know what? In the build up, Jake Paul actually said a bar. A bar was, you know, I chose to do this, but you were forced into this.
Really?
I'm not gonna lie, people trash talk, but that actually felt like it had some weight behind it. Because in the build up, Tyson Fury was all like, he's just a YouTuber, he should be smashing him, this, that, and the other. And he's like, if he doesn't win, we'll be thinking about changing his name.
Yeah, no, I know. This is what I was...
That is pressure, man.
It is... No, it's pressure, don't get me wrong, but this is a guy who's grown up fighting versus a guy who discovered fighting recently because he thought this is probably one of the best ways to make money, right? Jake Paul's doing this because obviously it makes a lot of money for him, right? He's not doing it because...
But he puts in the work for it. He just rocks up.
Bro,
and give me the money.
No,
he also put the whole show on and produced it with other people. He co-produced that whole show.
Yeah, of course he did. Of course he did. Because like,
it's money.
Because he has the platform to do so.
But you don't, Amrit. At the same time, right? You don't just end up.
No, but look at who the previously like people who fought in the boxing. It was like UFC fighters who are well past their age, like who are like into middle age and stuff, right? Okay, yeah, and then he's won against them. So this guy, you could see like he couldn't throw punches properly. Man, I saw like bits and bobs of the fight this morning, and he was missing a lot.
Yeah.
Like I mean, a lot.
He's not a technically good boxer. It's crap. It's crap. But he took punches.
Yeah,
he took punches, and you know he stood there to the end. He didn't get knocked out.
No, but then
But there was also the thing right at the end. Tommy Fury got really like he had an emotional
yeah.
It was just like
I saw that. Yeah,
it was just a release of emotion. He was like. He said, for the past 2.5 years, he obsessed over Jake Paul. And it was like the pressure that he felt from his family. I want to talk about this pressure, man, because I do feel he is young, Tommy Fury. To have that pressure put on you, man, you know, your dad literally being there all the time, accepting, this double or nothing. By the way, the revenue from last night's fight was about £7 million.
Right.
So I don't know if they took that, you know, winner takes all or... if it's split 3.5, but
it wouldn't have been 3.5 even if it's split. I think because Jake Paul was the bigger guy coming in, as in like in terms of from like financial value. I think.
Right. Okay. No, I know what you mean. But it's that pressure and like the whole Fury name. Someone saying to you, "You don't own your name." How would that make you feel?
Look, I mean, it's Pressure, yeah, I get it, but like it's pressure that he would have dealt with his whole life. So I don't. Whilst it was like he was in the spotlight, but like, come on, all of the previous fighters that he's had, like they knew he was a Fury and they knew his family.
I think that's different though because they weren't big fights.
No,
This
they
was on
weren't.
the big stage, and he's got Tyson Fury outright saying, "If you don't win, we're going to change your name."
Yeah, but that's just like I think siblings pushing each other. I don't think it's like. Look, he would like every fight. It's like every fighter that would have fought him would have gone in with an extra kind of like oomph because the name Fury he carries, right? Because they would want to beat a Fury because that's all they do. Like for example, Tyson Fury, all that, right? They're so huge. So I don't. It was just a bit more as it's added because basically you said like obviously there's cameras and there's like literally coverage from all over the world.
This is Saudi Arabia. Cristiano Ronaldo was there.
Really? Oh, okay.
Mike Tyson was there.
Yeah, I mean, of course. Huge. It was a big fight, obviously, but it's a big fight, but not in the boxing sense. It's the big fight because it was an entertainment sort of thing. But even though this is actually
it makes more money
yeah.
than these bigger boxing fights.
That's the sad reality of it, man. Like there are people.
Why is it sad though? I think it's great. You know, in the halftime though, that Radio Raheem.
But it's like it is sad because you think Jake Paul's a good boxer, but he's not.
I never said he was a good boxer.
No, but you were going.
Did I say he's a good boxer? When did I say he was a good boxer? I literally said 4 minutes ago, he's crap. But he stood there and took the punches.
Yeah, but probably can't stand to take the punches, but if I spent 4 years, I could, you could.
If I spent 4 years, yeah. If you did, no, I'm not sure.
No, but this is what I mean. So like,
in those 4 years, you'd probably just eat pizza.
No, what I'm trying to say is like, if you've got the resources to do this, and I think...
No, but if you've got the resources, you still have to choose to put... You can't deny hard work, Amrit.
Yeah, no, you can't. I get that, but like...
So you were, though.
Are you looking forward to the next fight, like KSI and Jake Paul?
Yeah, be banging. Banging. Why? But you know what?
Wait, didn't the two... what's his brother's name?
Logan Paul and KSI.
They had a boxing... Who won
twice.
that?
KSI won them.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so this next topic... Actually... I'm going to do this for this next topic.
What? Oh my god, you're so cringe, bro. What are you trying to tell me? What happened? You want a little kiddies Mickey Mouse?
Eric 10 weeks, yeah?
No, you want
Eric 10 weeks.
You want a little kiddies Mickey Mouse cut?
Eric 10 weeks.
You want a little kiddies mouse cut?
You know what? I've got you here today. I really want you to address certain comments you've made in the past.
Right.
Firstly, Eric 10 weeks.
Yeah, he'd be gone in 10 months.
You're still sticking by the fact that he's not a good manager.
I'm telling you, this is what happens with United. Every time a new manager comes in, right?
You said this on the last podcast?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, which was weeks and months ago. Since then, he's continued to win.
We'll see.
He's just won a trophy and you're still not giving him props.
We shall see.
Wait, are you trying to tell me he's not a good manager?
He could be. He's probably one of the better managers you've had. But United are United, don't forget that. And you will stay where you were for the past few seasons.
Really?
Yeah.
What, second and third?
No. You will be out of the... You'll finish top 4 this season, right?
Of course we will.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And it's good that you won a little trophy, which you've done in the past. You've won a little...
We're still on for the... You know, if this was Liverpool fans...
Right.
You'd be saying we're still on for the quadruple.
Right. The little conference...
Like you were last year.
Conference League quadruple.
It's one of the trophies you won last year and you were proud to announce.
Right.
Let's not forget
about the European trophy, the quadruple?
What do you mean?
Like, what European competition are you guys in? Is a Conference League or...
No, we're in the Europa.
Oh, the mighty Europa, is it?
You know what? This Europa League would probably be the best Europa League to ever win.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah, no, I get
Barcelona's in there.
Yeah, Barcelona.
Juventus is in there. And Manchester United.
Wow.
And Arsenal, is it?
Wow.
Is it Arsenal as well?
I don't know. Don't follow Europa League, buddy. I wouldn't know.
This Europa League.
Right. I spend my Thursday evenings.
Whoever wins this one, I'm just putting it out there now.
I don't.
It would be the best Europa League.
I don't watch football on Thursday evenings.
We've already disposed.
ITV4, buddy. That's what you are. ITV4.
We've already disposed of Barcelona.
Right.
Who are 7 points ahead in the league.
Right.
Of Real Madrid. The team that just spanked your team 5-2.
Okay. We'll see.
Comments there.
Listen, it's not over until it's over.
You think Liverpool are going to win?
I'm not saying Liverpool will win, but I'm not saying we've lost just yet.
Jurgen Klopp said you've lost.
Yeah, that's Jurgen Klopp doing what Jurgen
The guy
Klopp
that's does. In and around the team every day, probably knows best about what's going on.
Okay, yeah. I'm a believer, bro.
No, you're a delusional believer.
Right.
Right? And that's why you're a Liverpool fan.
We need to win by 4 goals at the Bernabeu, which is never been probably done in Europe before.
And you think you'll keep a clean sheet at the Bernabeu? Keep dreaming, son.
You know what was the worst thing was, like, we started on absolute fire. I was ecstatic, man. I was on top of the world. Like 14 minutes in, it was 2-0 to us.
That's the highlight of your season. At 2-0.
Nunez, was it Salah?
Salah.
Yeah, Mo Salah, man. But then, to be fair, like, I just stopped watching the game.
Do you know what I love? Do you know what I love? Yeah, I love how Graham Souness. I read what he said when Casemiro came in. I read his comments, and it was pretty much exactly what you were saying. 30 years old, £70 million. You know, he won't be able to play in this league. Right. He's not a forward passer. You know, he's been around great players. He can't do it. He is that guy. I've said it on the last podcast. You just can't. I am waiting for you to eat your words now, but you're not. You're still,
because it's one.
Are you trying to say? Are you trying to say?
You're telling me you would spend 70 million on a player for one season?
Amrit, where we are right now, challenging for 4 trophies. We're not challenging for 4 trophies, right? We're in 4 competitions. We've won 1 already, right? Casemiro, if you actually watch the games, he is literally worth he's like 2 players in 1. Right. Okay. Are you denying that?
Yeah, I am.
You're saying because Casemiro wouldn't walk into any team in the world.
Listen, bro, this happens every time.
No, just answer this. Would he or would he not walk into any team in the world?
Possibly yes.
He would?
No, possibly yes.
No, he would. And he's arguably the best CDM of the last generation. He's ahead of Busquets, in my opinion.
No, don't get ahead of yourself.
5 Champions Leagues.
Right.
Several league titles.
Several?
He's come to a harder league now. And, you know, people, is he coming for a holiday? Is he coming to retire? He's not. The guy's got passion, man. It's that passion that Jurgen Klopp wouldn't have in his team.
Listen, you would have... I'm telling you, this happens with United every time. I've told you this before. I keep saying it again. Every time you get a new manager, you have a good season, right? I've seen this happen with Ole. Not Ole, whatever his name.
You were talking about my pronunciation and you just called him Ole.
Yeah, whatever.
Ole,
whatever.
Yeah, put some respect on his name, man. He's a Champions League winner. Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a Champions League winner.
Oh, as a little player who had a 2-minute cameo.
He scored the winner.
Right, okay.
Right.
It's a shame he didn't win the Champions League as a manager, right?
Do you know what? He might win a league if all these Man City titles are revoked.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But no. Look, what I'm loving is that...
You finished second with Ole Gunnarsson.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
even if you finish second with Erik 10 months, you know, you could be okay.
But what I love is, you know, Graham Souness is completely chatting shit.
Yeah, Graham Souness.
Jamie Carragher has been eating his words about Martinez, saying, he's too small to defend in the league.
We'll see.
Something you were saying too. No, not we'll see. We have seen. They've been here for 6 months. It's enough time to see what's going on. Yeah. But you're very quiet, man. You're very quiet. What's up?
It's not. I'm telling you, this is one of those seasons where you have a good season when you have a new manager.
Right.
And then normal service resumes the season after.
Right.
We'll come back in a year's time, you know?
Yeah.
We'll come back in a year's time.
And then what, you're going to call him Erik 10 seasons?
We'll see. We'll see if there is even an Erik by then.
Yeah.
We'll come back in a year. Mark it today. What is the date today? 27th of February. Put it in your calendars. We'll see if Erik is still there.
He will be there.
Okay.
Could fit in that. In this jumper?
Yeah.
It's called oversized. It's fashion.
It's not fashion. You're like a twat, mate. It's like, as I said, it looks like as if there's like 3 times bigger than your size.
Like I said, it's called oversized.
Right. Okay. You're like a twat. You know.
Is that how you're meeting clients?
Yeah.
Like that?
This smart shirt underneath, smart jumper on top.
If you take that jumper off, I'd see sweat patches from the other side of the room.
Really? You wouldn't.
I would.
It's bloody freezing it, mate.
Right. Well, anyway, you know, staying on football, I really want, you know, when you're hearing all this bad stuff happening with Blues, Birmingham City going into administration, and then Baggies, there's some like financial mishappenings going on.
Really?
With their owners and stuff. Yeah. So
what happens when a team like Birmingham City does go into administration? I don't get it. Like, they've got a huge stadium.
This is what I'm saying, man. I'm not being funny. I just want some, I don't care who it is, some Arabs, Qataris, come in, invest in Birmingham. Don't say nah.
Really?
Everyone's saying, what about these Arabs, oil money, this, that, dirty money. You know, Harrods, pretty much the whole of London, is owned by these guys.
Exactly.
But you're happy to go there every weekend.
No,
and
I'm
enjoy
not happy to go there. But
people are though.
No.
And these same people that would criticise saying, "Oh, we don't want this dirty money being invested there." Fuck all that. I want them to invest in Birmingham, like how a similar project has gone on in Paris, right? Great city, great name, infrastructure.
Right.
Invest the money.
Are you equating Paris to Birmingham, by the way?
I am. Yeah. I am. We went there.
Yeah, and then I know it's nowhere fucking the same.
What's different? What's different? What does Paris have?
Shithole, bro.
Okay, well, what does Paris have? One iron tall thing that you... I remember you seeing that. Oh my god.
I was actually genuinely struck by the Eiffel Tower.
I know you were.
I cannot believe that, but I was.
It's just some metal, buddy.
It is some metal, but I was genuinely very, very
just
struck
some
by
metal. Here's some more. Yeah.
And I was very moved by the Mona Lisa as well, for some reason. I was very moved by the Mona Lisa.
Right.
I don't know why. You see, it's because I'm a man of culture.
Okay.
And sophistication.
Man of culture. You chose the most bait painting in the world, and you're trying to tell people that you're a man of culture.
You mean the most famous painting?
Are you the most bait? Yeah.
And I was struck by the most. And exactly, it's famous for a reason.
Why were you struck by it? Go on. What was it about the painting that struck?
I think it was just all the build up. Like, I've been hearing about it for like so long to actually finally see it.
Right, but what was it about it that was striking? Come on.
It comes from it comes from the hype. Obviously, it comes from the hype. But to be actually there in front of it,
I thought you would talk about the brushwork or the colours used or the pose of the lady or the setting or I don't know. There could have been various other cultural reasons.
No, I think
that a man of culture.
There were paintings that there was definitely artworks I saw that were better than the Mona Lisa in terms of what I thought. There was one of Napoleon. I
got a question for you though.
What?
Why is the Mona Lisa the most famous painting in the world?
Je ne sais pas, monsieur.
What the fuck is that?
It means I don't know.
Right, but like we went in there in the Louvre. There was a lot of other artworks that were arguably better.
Well, we don't know.
Why
to our eyes it was, but then as I said, that
but this is what I mean. But everyone was just flocking like sheep, man, to that one.
There was one about what was it called? The where Jesus turned water into wine. That painting opposite the Mona Lisa, opposite. But it's like huge.
The Last Supper,
It's not the Last Supper because that's.
I know what you mean though. Which one you mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
There were loads. There were even outside of that little section.
And then the other one that struck me the most, which I saw, was like Napoleon's coronation. That was a huge painting.
That was a good one.
But
this is what I'm saying. Why all the hype to just that one?
I literally don't know. I feel like, are you going to tell me or are you just asking?
I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know.
It's an unanswered question.
Oh, okay. I don't know in that case because I'm not an art historian or an arts major.
But nor are all the other people that went there.
Some of them would be.
I would say about 80% were tourists, mate, like us.
Oh, no. 90% were tourists.
But that's what I'm saying.
And within
but then why did you go there to look at the Mona Lisa?
Because it's just like, it just has that reputation.
Exactly. Yeah. But don't you think it's just like built on nothing?
Yeah, but so is this, everything's built on nothing. The value of this, like a value of a note is built on nothing if you think about it. Right? You say £10 is £10 because that's the value attached to it, but I could say it's £5.
Right, anyway. Going back to Birmingham, Going back to Birmingham, yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Right.
Let's not get too deep. It's too early to go deep with you.
No, but then you think you're genuinely struck by Jake Paul, but that's just because...
How am I struck by him, man?
You're genuinely struck by Jake Paul, but there's no substance behind it. It's just the value... You just see a lot of hype on Instagram and stuff. That's why on YouTube.
Okay, buddy.
You know?
Okay, fuck off. But anyway,
the value you attach. I don't attach value to it.
All right. Okay. So. Listen, I want some Arabs to come and attach value to Birmingham.
I don't.
I do.
I would rather.
You know why? Should I tell you why?
I would rather burn the ground down to the ashes than have some Arabs.
Let me tell you why. Let me explain myself. You know I love Birmingham.
I shouldn't say Arabs. I should. What I mean to say is like some sheikhs and stuff like with them.
Right. All right. Listen. Let me tell you why we need it. Yeah.
No,
Let me see if I can convince you.
You won't.
Birmingham Phoenix, a cricket team in Birmingham. They bring the energy into the city.
Right.
Via cricket. Just via cricket. Right. And I've seen it really does bring the city together. And it's like all these big cities have it.
Yeah.
New York with the Knicks, with the Nets. Other cities, Paris now with PSG, Barcelona with football.
But why do you need like Qatari money or like Saudi money to do that?
Any money. I'm saying any money. Bring it in. invest. Let's bring a focal. Like Birmingham, there's a whole stadium there. There's so much other. There were stadiums built for the Commonwealth Games too, but they're just there, right? The infrastructure's there. Let's bring the energy into the city.
Yeah, but why do you need like Qatari money and stuff for it?
Because they're the ones that have the money.
No, it's like saying Manchester City, for example. Oh, look, Manchester is amazing, but yeah, look, they're destroying the sport. They're destroying the sport. So you know,
how are they destroying the sport?
Of course,
Pep Guardiola is.
Pep Guardiola, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Pep Guardiola. There was a man I respected, a man I thought was of substance, but there is an element of, I would say, a great element of hypocrisy to Pep Guardiola, because he spoke a lot about, you know, the Catalan independence and all that stuff, right?
Yeah,
he genuinely seemed to be standing up for like the underdog and stuff, right? But then come Manchester City, right? Not a single word about any of the human rights records, because he talked a lot about human rights records when it came to like Catalan independence and all that stuff, right? Yeah, and right, all of a sudden he's happy to ride the money. He's talking about like, okay, he said, oh, we were vindicated the last time. Look what happened, and if they lie to me, I'll leave the next day. But they weren't vindicated. They weren't not found guilty the last time. They literally were let off on a technicality, right?
This is similar to how like people are calling out Gary Neville for not talking out about potential Qatari investors, etc.
Yeah,
and he's not talking about human rights there now and calling him a hypocrite.
Exactly, and this is what I mean. But then, like, we're not talking about Gary Neville here. We're talking about like.
But you're all hypocrites.
What do you mean? You're doing you all.
You're a hypocrite, right?
100% I am.
Yeah. So why are you criticizing other people for being hypocrites?
No, because nobody cares if I'm a hypocrite, because I'm not like on that level of Pep Guardiola.
But exactly, you don't have all these pressures and you don't have to perform on a high level, and you're still
no. But we were talking about how Man City is ruining the sport. Like, for example, like there's investigations into like huge financial misconduct.
Put everything
aside. Is that not?
Put the money.
No.
Put the sport.
It's not even
aside,
just this, and it's not even just this, and it's just not like, you know, you talk about the World Cup, okay, the human rights record, because I think people take it too lightly. And people keep saying, okay, the West can't talk and all that stuff. Okay, yeah, I get that, right? Okay, but literally, the things in those states are so bad. And it's so easy to be like, because, you know, the glasses they put on you, the rose-tinted glasses they put on you, organizing this amazing World Cup. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, you have fucking money to do it, right? Putting on, like, for example, saying, look at PSG, look how successful they are. Look at Man City. They've gone, within 10 years, they've gone to too many trophies. Okay, yeah, but it all comes at a cost, and it's a moral cost. Right, and that's why you don't fucking see that shit. But it's one that you have to weigh up, and even like Newcastle and stuff, right? Okay, Saudi Arabia. How is the Premier League gonna have any sort of any credibility at all when it says we believe that the Saudi regime has removed itself from the ownership of the club? We believe that the club will be independent. It's absolute bollocks, and they know it, and we all know it.
Well, I think that's a good end to note on. Yeah. I think we've covered every topic anyway.
You got me riled up, and then you said, "Okay, let's go."
yeah. Because I'm not doing this.
So would you still like, if I tell you, okay, the cost is a moral one, okay, would you still go ahead with this your regeneration of Birmingham with Qatari money as you would like it?
Listen, I don't care what money comes in.
Right. Yeah. You should, buddy. You should.
I don't care what money comes in.
You should care what money comes in. That's what matters at the end of the day. That's what principles matter.
Right.
You should care what money comes in.
Says the hypocrite.
No, says me, but I'm
says the hypocrite.
I'm telling you.
It's easy to talk the talk, Amrit. Right. You need to walk the walk.
Yeah, okay. But then you're saying any money. No,
this is my problem, though.
No. Would you have
people
taken
like
Hitler's
you
money?
Are big preachers.
Would you have taken?
You believe in this
idea? Can I ask you one thing? Any money? Would you have taken Hitler's money that he stole?
I asked you this question. Well, I said to you, what if your dad was Hitler?
I would kill myself.
Really?
I would be major.
But that's not any of your doing, though.
But I know, but then I would still not. We like to carry on that legacy, and I don't think I would be able to live with it, because I would have at some point. No, but then okay, look, you're saying.
But that what's someone else's actions got to do with you?
No, you went okay. Fuck that. Okay.
So you think Pablo Escobar's children should kill themselves?
No, I don't think Pablo Escobar should kill themselves. But I'm saying like what I would do in that situation. I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about other people.
Okay, but you are talking about other people because you're preaching onto other people.
I'm not preaching.
You're trying to enforce your values onto other people.
Okay, like, can I get back to my point? You said any money, right?
Any money.
Any money. So
any money.
Hitler stole millions and billions.
You're living in land, right? That had a regime that was built on looting from other people.
Brother,
but
it's
okay for you to do it. It's okay for you to do it.
Brother, you're not letting me finish.
I've stopped you there.
Brother, you're not letting me finish. I'm asking you a question.
I don't know why you're calling me brother. We're not brothers.
Why are you not answering this? When you are saying any money, is it actually any money? Go on, tell me.
You're just being facetious now.
I'm not being facetious.
If you want to be facetious, why don't you answer the situation that I've just put back to you then?
But I have asked you the question first.
You live in a country that was built on the backs of looting.
Right.
So why are you still living here then?
No,
if you're so... people don't look at it deeply enough. Okay, look at it deeply now then.
No,
the land you lived on was probably...
Okay, right. Can I ask
your great-great ancestor, your previous owner of that house was probably on a ship.
Right.
In the 1500s.
I like how you're avoiding my question of anyway.
Yeah.
You made
he stole some spices, right? And he came back.
By the way, I'm not
feeling
too well, so don't make me shout or raise my voice, because you speaking over me doesn't detract from the fact that you can't answer my question about any money, because you said any money quite a few times. And
I think the people know what I meant.
The people know that you're a little bitch.
Okay.
That's what they know.
Listen, we need that investment. Bring it in. Bring some energy into the city.
Any money, yeah? Okay. Bring any money in, Aman will take it.
I'm going to cut this episode now because I'm sick of your shit.
Any money, bring it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm sorry you had to listen to him.
Listen, would you take
I'm going to cut this episode here.